Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of Andrewsfootball.com. Bear with me. I'm still recovering from this nasty cold, but I got a great video talking about the 19th pick in the 2019 draft. It's the Tennessee Titans, and I'm going to go over some brief Titans history here. Mike Mularkey took over as interim head coach in 2015. And here's the thing. This team went, before he took over, 2-14, 3-13, and then his first full year they went 9-7, and then in 2017 he also went 9-7, went to the playoffs, had a disastrous first half against my Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead. They were down 21-3 at half, but came back from behind, and some people will say that, Travis Kelce, including myself, if Travis Kelce would have been healthy during the second half, would they have won the game? And sure they would have, but it didn't happen. It was a physical play. I don't think it was a dirty play. A lot of Chiefs fans wanted to, but it was a good physical play. Great coaching by Mike Mularkey and his coaching staff. But after they beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs, they lost to the New England Patriots in the playoffs, and the whole coaching staff was fired. And that's a tough bar, okay? That's a tough bar. You win a playoff game, then you lose to the Patriots in the playoffs, and you get fired. That's a tough standard. But they brought in Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel was a guy who quit playing football in 2012. I remember his last couple of years with my Chiefs, and everybody thought that he would be a really good head coach. It's just a matter of time before he becomes an NFL head coach. And the time was this last year where they hired him on. He brought in I keep mispronouncing this guy's name. I did this in the Green Bay video too. But Matt LaFleur, the former offensive coordinator of the Rams, everybody wants a part of that Sean McVay coaching tree. And of course, he's now the Green Bay Packers head coach. But here's the thing. They went 9-7 again. But they ended the season really hot. They won 4 of their last 5 games. They won their last 4, and then the very last game of the year they lost against Colts. Before that, they won 4 straight. They had a really good opportunity to make the playoffs. They win that game against Colts. They do go to the playoffs, but instead the Colts do. And the thing is, though, is that this could be a really, really good team on the rise. Okay? They went ahead in free agency, signed Roger Stafford, former guard of the Rams. He's going to be a starter. They got 2 first-round picks at each tackle slot. So they have one of the better offensive lines in football. Adam Humphries, who's going to be a slot wide receiver, something Marcus Mariota really, really needs. And I like the Cameron Wake signing, but at 37, his best days are behind him, and obviously it's not a building block for the future, but you're kind of giving your team that, hey, look, we have a team that's 9-7 with a young coaching staff in play. We're ready now. And they better be, because, they have the Houston Texans in their division, who won the division. They have the Colts, one of the hottest teams around. Jacksonville went to the AFC Championship game 2 years ago, just got an $88 million quarterback. So you make signings like this, you better back it up, because keep in mind, you go 9-7 2 years, win a playoff game, lose to the Patriots, you could be out of the job. Now, I don't think if he goes 9-7 for a second straight year, is he going to lose his job? No, there are some other things going on. I'm not going to get into too much detail. A lot of it I really don't know. It's pure speculation. But Vrabel's a guy that was thought of very, very highly among NFL personnel and GMs, so he's going to get an opportunity to go 9-7 and not get fired. But one of the things I want to emphasize, though, is he is a good defensive mind, and the Tennessee Titans did finish 3rd as far as points scored against, but they're 27th in scoring. Keep in mind, you got Marcus Mariota, the 2nd overall pick in the 2015 draft, and This was his stats. Keep in mind, LaFleur got the Green Bay job, so a lot of people thought very highly of him. But listen to these numbers here. 68.9% completion percentage. That's awesome, because it was 62.2, 61.2, 62. So it jumped up almost 7 points. That's great. But 11 touchdowns? That's the lowest of his career. He did start 13 games. It was a rookie start 12, and he had 19. That's not good. 8 interceptions. Lowest of his career, but 10, 9, and 15. And, I'm not seeing a huge improvement. 180 yards a game. This is the number one thing that blows me away is that 180 yards per game and the sacked 11.3% of the time, sacked 42 times. So sacked heavily, not really producing a lot. I'll be honest, this isn't even close to being good enough. But the thing is, though, is that a large part of the Titans' lack of offense was they lost former Pro Bowl tight end Delaney Walker. The guy went to 3 Pro Bowls the last 3 previous years, was easily Marcus Mariota's favorite target. So without him being in the offense really kind of struggled. But keep in mind, Corey Davis, he was the 5th overall pick in 2017, 65 catches, 891 yards, 4 touchdowns. You're the 5th overall pick. You need to do better than that. So Marcus Mariota obviously needs some help, but this defense is first rate. So with the 19th pick in the 2019 draft, I really think the Tennessee Titans will get some help in replacing Delaney Walker. And if you've been looking at my mock draft so far, both Iowa tight ends are available. This is the perfect scenario for the Tennessee Titans because that's exactly who they want to pick, and I think they're going to go with whichever one is available. Now, my mock draft, both are available, so who will they pick? I'm going to throw you a curveball here, and I say they go with Fant. And here's the shocker that they like Fant more than they like Hawkinson. Now, Dan, which tight end you like better? I like Hawkinson better. So, dude, if you like Hawkinson better, why are you picking Fant? Well, for the Tennessee Titans, I like Fant better, and here's why. Fant ran a 4.5 at the combine. Hawkinson ran a 4.71, and you could sit here and tell me that it doesn't mean anything. Numbers don't lie. One's faster than the other. That's clear. And the one thing the Tennessee Titans don't have on this team is speed. Fant comes in, he's probably the fastest wide receiver right away. And if you're drafting Fant over Hawkinson, you're not asking Fant to block as much as you would be Hawkinson. And you don't need it, all right? You really don't need it, all right? The running game's fine all by itself, all right? I mean, Derrick Henry, he looked really awesome last week of the season, all right? The last month of the season, he looked unstoppable, had over 1,000 yards. So the running game's fine. You need somebody to help Mariota out. You got a franchise quarterback that's really clearly struggling, even though they got a wizard at offensive coordinator. So get them some help. In my mock draft, both tight ends are available. They can go either one, and it would be a plus. I mean, either one's a win right here because the Tennessee Titans only have 6 picks. I really think that if they fall in love with either one of these tight ends, they want to trade up. But I don't think they have the draft capital to do so. So what they're going to do is just hold off till 19 and take whichever one is available, and they'll be happy. Now, both are available. And like my mock draft says, I think they go with Fant because when I look at both of these players, I'm seeing 2 first-rate tight ends. Both of them actually are of value at 19. I think both should go higher. But at 19, the way I got my mock going is that both are available. Fant, to me, is a higher ceiling, lower floor. And if I'm Tennessee Titans, I really think that you got to roll the dice here a little bit. You got to take a chance here. You got to say, hey, look, we need somebody who can help us now and help us big time. Yeah, you roll the dice, get a little crazy, but you need somebody with some speed that can open up that offense a little bit. And that's what Fant gives you that Hawkinson really wouldn't. Because the guy with Hawkinson, you could say he's a downfield threat. No, you're still playing an 8-man box. With Fant, you could actually line him up outside and get somebody to make big plays, a lot like the Chiefs do with my Travis Kelce. So that's my opinion. Now, with only 6 picks in the draft, let's say both these tight ends are gone. What do? If that's the case, then I say you trade down. And 2 really good teams for the Tennessee Titans to take a look at are my Kansas City Chiefs, who have 2 picks in the second round. And by the way, that pick value at 875, Kansas City Chiefs are at 640. That's a difference of 235. That's either second round pick, and that would be good value, and that'd give the Tennessee Titans maybe a wide receiver, or they can parlay that pick into the second round. You can go N'Keal Harry, you can go A.J. Brown here, but with both these tight ends available the way I got my mock, you got to go tight end. The Tennessee Titans are going to draft a tight end. If they don't do it in the first round, or they don't trade up and grab one of these Iowa tight ends, they're going to draft somebody in the second or third round, and I'm not going that far in the draft. But for my pick, Fant and Hockenson are available. I like them both, but if I'm Tennessee Titans, I take the guy who's got a little more speed, a little more athleticism. Doesn't help you much in running game, but you don't need it. So I think Tennessee Titans would take Fant. So listen, if you're already a subscriber to Andrews Football, you already know you're one of the greatest people on planet Earth. But if you're new to Andrews Football, or you just turned on Draft Talk and wanted to talk Iowa tight ends, Tennessee Titans, NFL mock drafts, or you love my awesome hat, I got this great idea for you. There's this red button right here. This red button. Then, bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. Wait till tomorrow where I break down the 20th pick in the NFL draft. I'll see you tomorrow.